Hi Jay, how are you doing? Okay, new video, and this is the information that we put together in the last video, and I'm going to do another tweak to this. Okay, so in the last one I did a little tweak over here. Now I'm going to do a big one. Okay, so let's get rid of all of this. Notice that we have, we can get rid of all this information because it won't apply in our new data set. So let's talk about how much money did you make on Saturday, our statistical question that's on the table. And now three of these people are going to stay exactly the same, 20, 27, and $83. But this guy or woman, I'm not sure if it's a guy or a woman, but we'll find out. I don't know how we'll find out, but we will. Made $990. I chose that number very specially. $990 is, what can you say about that? Well, I would rather make this than any of these values, right? This is a really high number given the context that we're talking about, given that the other three people in the data set made these amounts of money on Saturday. Somebody made $990. I'd like to have their job. And because this value sticks out so much from this data set, we call it an outlier. And because it sticks out in the high direction, it's a very high number, we call it a high outlier. And so another thing that we say about this data set is we say that this data set has a skew. And a skew means that it's leaning in one direction or another. Now you could tell that this data set is leaning over here. And if we're looking, if this is the left side and this is the right side, because we put our numbers from left to right, we would call this a right skew. Right skew. So if you have an outlier, a very high value in a data set, one that sticks out as significantly more than the others, we call this a right skew to the data set. And if we had a very low value, you could probably guess that we would have a low outlier, and that would be a left skew. And so I think that's enough for this video. And on the next video, after I answer my phone, we'll try to figure out what that means and what we do with that very high value. Okay?